Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Brotel. The Waifu banner has arrived and it contains different variants for already existing heroes, just like the spring banner. It does contain one new character, which is Charlotte. Anyways, I'll be reviewing mostly on their default skill sets and letting you guys know my opinion on whether or not you should pull them. First unit we got is Caeda, Talus's bride. She maxes at 33 HP, 29 attack, a high 37 speed, 19 defense, and 30 resistance. That speed is insane. Very similar to Spring Lucina. Pre-inheritance, Lucina is better because of Swift Sparrow. Post-inheritance, Caeda is slightly better because of the extra speed. Anyways, she's going to need skill inheritance to become useful and it will be expensive. Her weapon is Blessed Bouquet. It has 12 might and has a new effect. It grants allies within 2 spaces 2 points in defense and resistance through their next action after any combat this unit initiates. The effect is not bad. It's really easy to activate with Caeda since she's a ranged unit and the effect applies to units 2 spaces away. Weapon might of 12 is decent. It's 1 less than Blar Blade and 1 above Blar Raven. Not better than those 2 tones, but still a decent weapon. Her special is Iceberg, perfect special for her. She has 30 resistance, so she'll get a bonus of 15 damage. If she inherits Blar Blade Plus, then there will be better specials for her. Her slot A passive is one of the power creep skills. Its attack res 2, it grants 2 in attack and resistance. Not a better skill than Fury, Death Blow, Swift Sparrow, or Life and Death. It's just okay for a default skill. Last skill is Hone Speed 3. That's awesome because it's one of the best hone skills and my personal favorite. So should you pull for Caeda, her default skill set isn't good but will become amazing with a Blar Blade set. She's most likely going to be a top 4 blue mage with skill inheritance. So my answer will be yes, but the normal pleb cannot afford this woman. Next up is Charlotte, Money Maiden. She has 46 HP, 36 attack, 32 speed, 24 defense, and 19 resistance. Extremely high HP and attack, average speed, low defense, and resistance. Post inheritance, there's a lot of potential, but her IVs will determine what skills are best for her. She has the highest base attack for a blue infantry unit and her stat line is pretty unique. Her weapon is First Bite Plus, has 14 might and has the same effect as Caeda's Blessed Bouquet. The effect is obviously worse on Charlotte since she is a melee unit. It will be harder to apply the effect on your allies, but just slightly. 14 might is 1 less than Silver Lance Plus and 1 more than Spring Xander's Carrot Lance. Decent effect with a slightly above average attack, a great weapon overall. Her assist is Smite, push adjacent allies 2 spaces farther away. Smite is a really cheesy assist that I think is mainly used for PvE. It's not that useful for arena. It does allow for some fun strategies on some of the grand hero battles, so that's always nice. Another new slot A passive is Wind Boost 3. It's part of the new mechanic that was introduced in the Silica banner, basically the speed version of Bowie's Earth Boost. If the unit has at least 3 more HP than the enemy at the start of combat, unit receives plus 6 speed during combat. Charlotte has 46 HP, so she can easily activate this skill. It's probably still not better than something like Darting Blow because she has low defense and resistance. She's going to drop really low in health after the first fight and basically never be able to activate Wind Boost a second time without some type of healing. Next is her C skill, Threat and Attack. It's exactly what she needed. Some damage reduction to help out her bad defensive stats. Really nice skill to have along with Wind Boost. Should you pull for Charlotte? I think her default skill set is usable. You just need to fill in her missing skill slots and she'll be good to go. However, if you want the best skill set to utilize her massive attack stat, the best build to go would be a Brave Lance with Death Blow and probably Drag Back. So yes, I think she's worth pulling for. Alright, the first colorless unit in this banner is Cordelia, Perfect Bride. She maxes at 36 HP, 35 attack, 35 speed, 19 defense, and 22 resistance. You guys should already know how good she is after seeing those stats. 35 attack and 35 speed ranks her as the best offensive archer in the game. 3 more attack and 2 more speed than Takumi. Definitely a tier 1 archer. She wields the bow called Cupid Arrow Plus, 12 might and again the same effect as the spoon and bouquet. Personally, I think this bow is really good for archers. It has 12 might, which makes it the second strongest bow right below Silver Bow Plus if you don't count legendaries. Like I mentioned earlier, the effect is easy to proc for range units. After saying all that, I still don't think it's a better weapon than Brave Bow Plus or Fire Sweep Bow Plus. Okay, the new assist is Rally Attack and Speed, grants 3 attack and speed to adjacent ally until the end of the turn. Excellent effect and very convenient. You're not getting that plus 4 boost like a Rally Attack or Rally Speed would give you, but obviously getting plus 3 and 2 stats is a lot better. If you turn Erica into a skill, this is what you'll basically get, but with 1 less speed. Reposition and drawback are still better, but this skill is okay to keep if you do pull Cordelia. It becomes more valuable if you have a Blade Tone Mage and do not own Erica. B skill is Escape Route. It allows her to fly around next to allies at half or under. Cordelia isn't going to end well if she gets damaged, so Escape Route isn't the best skill for her. Wings of Mercy is a better and safer option. C skill is Breath of Life. I think this fits her default set perfectly. You don't want to use home buffs with Cordelia because the home buffs do not stack with the buffs from Cupid Arrow and her rally skill. You can still use spur buffs. Spurs are a good alternative if you want more buffs and don't require healing on your team. If you can activate Breath of Life easily, then you shouldn't have a hard time using spur buffs as a replacement. Just make sure you get into that human centipede or cross formation. Should you pull for Cordelia? Hell yeah, she's definitely the best in the banner and is the best archer, no doubt. Her offensive stats are amazing and she can be the perfect ally to have if you have a Blade Tome unit on your team. Last hero of the banner is Lyn, Bride of the Plains. She maxes at 39 HP, 28 attack, 34 speed, 23 defense, and 24 resistance. This is a really good stat line for a healer, but I don't think it's anything too special. She can survive 9 one-round KOs, which is still 6 more than Azuma. Her weapon is Candlelight. It has 7 might, which makes it tied for the second strongest staff alongside Panic in terms of might. So there's a lot of commotion about this staff. After combat, foe inflicted with status preventing them from counterattacking. I'll get more into it when I get to her B skill. Rehabilitate is her assist. I always say this, but Rehabilitate is the best assist for a healer. If someone has 7 HP or under, Rehabilitate will heal that target to full HP regardless of their max HP. Swift Wind Bomb is her special. It increases from 1 to 2 charge because of Rehabilitate. It grants all allies 4 speed for 1 turn when the user heals an ally with a staff. Because Rehabilitate raises your special by 1 cooldown, it's recommended to use these 1 charge specials like Imbue and the bombs. Sometimes it might be hard to use the Swift Bomb effects because the timing might be off or your units just aren't in the position to use the effects. Imbue is okay to use even though Rehabilitate sometimes will heal the target to full, but it'll be useful for when the ally doesn't have 7 or lower HP. I don't think the special choice is too important. Heavenly Light is an okay choice even though it'll be on a 3 charge cooldown. Alright boys, here we have the last new skill of the banner, Dazzling Staff. There's a lot to talk about here and it's probably the most you'll ever hear from me talk about a healer. Dazzling Staff, the enemy cannot counterattack. So what Dazzling Staff does is it straight up prevents the enemy from counterattacking Lyn when she attacks an enemy that is able to counterattack. For example, Lyn attacks Takumi, Takumi can't attack back. Pretty straightforward, basically just like Fire Sweep Bow's effect. Candlelight has the same mechanic as the other staffs like Fear, Gravity, Panic, and Slow. When Lyn attacks, let's say Lucina, Candlelight puts a status on Lucina and will prevent Lucina from counterattacking. So after you inflict that status on Lucina, your allies can attack Lucina without worrying about taking any counterattack damage. Now remember, it only prevents counterattacks, so Lucina will still be able to initiate attacks on your units on the enemy phase. Candlelight and Dazzling Staff combo really well together because let's say there's a Hector with Vantage, your Lyn can attack Hector without worrying about the Vantage proc thanks to Dazzling Staff. Now Hector is inflicted with Candlelight's effect and the rest of your allies can clean him up with 0 repercussions. This skill is not broken or OP, it's a good skill but really situational as it should be. Should you pull for Lyn? I think she's a great healer. She comes with Rehabilitate and has viable default skills. In my opinion, Dazzling Staff is a lot more valuable than Candlelight as it opens more options for healers. So yes, I would pull for her because she's limited edition, very unique, and you're going to end up getting her anyways because you will pull for Cordelia. Alright guys, so with skill inheritance, I think all the units in this banner are above average. What I'm trying to say is these units are all a bunch of gold diggers, or in Fire Emblem terms, SP diggers. In order, I think Cordelia is the best, then Caeda, Charlotte, and Lyn. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments below. Let me know if you guys want me to make a best builds video for this banner. I have a couple of new projects that I wanted to make for this channel, so I won't be making a best builds video for this banner unless you guys request it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.